darkness, my old friend, I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless streams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of an old street lamp. I turned my colors of the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence.
Hey everyone, welcome to MT Guitar. Hope you're doing well. Today we are learning how to play The Sound of Silence by Simon Garfunkel. Such a cool backstory to this song and how it really, propelled Simon and Garfunkel by surprise. So this song came out in 1965. Simon and Garfunkel were both very interested in the folk movement. Very fascinating time in music history and history in general. Sort of had this counterculture movement in the early 60s. Very tied to folk music, a lot of college campuses having a lot of folk music going on, sort of as a protest mechanism as well, and just a very powerful resurgence of folk tunes. You have people like Harry Belafonte and inspiring groups such as the Kingston Trio, etc. So really great stuff to check out. Of course, we know Joan Baez and Bob Dylan were very interested in this movement, very active in it. Simon and Garfunkel, no surprise there, of course, they're right there in it. But here's a song where it didn't get much airplay in 1965. So Tom Wilson, the song's producer and a fellow musician as well, added electric guitars, drums, and all of a sudden this song becomes a big hit. I guess Simon and Garfunkel weren't notified that the song was being re-released. And sure enough, this was their breakout song. This song is selling all over the place. And so they were rushed back to the studio to record their second album, The Sounds of Silence, to try to capitalize on that success. And of course, The Graduate, right? It's the opening and ending credits of the movie The Graduate. So it's on the soundtrack there. So this song really, propelled Simon and Garfunkel. So that's the song. Now for the guitar part, we have the acoustic part, and that's pretty much what I'm teaching you. However, I do want to add just one electric part here. So this is acoustic. Hello, darkness, my old... And then this electric part is really cool. It goes more or less goes like that. And then the acoustic part has a little bit of this flavoring. Now after that, I'm just pretty much doing exactly what Paul Simon did, which is a Travis picking part. Right? So that is a technique Paul would often do, which is just Travis picking, thumb on every beat, and you're arpeggiating the chord. Check out the Patreon for tabs, study guides, and more. And really appreciate your support. Go ahead and subscribe. Trying to get to 100K. And let's go ahead and learn this song. All right, so capo 6th fret. You can move that capo down if you want. Although I will say part of the song's allure is the high capo, because it really gives almost a mystical quality to it. So you're welcome to move that around. I've even seen Paul do it 7th fret capo when he played with our Garfunkel in the 2000s. So you can go higher if you want, but 6th fret is where the studio recording is at. All right, finger style, we're going to do the intro riff. Hello, darkness, my old. Okay, so let's get that going. So we just got an A sus2 going without any bass, so just the top 3 strings here. And we're just going to go 2nd fret and the rest open. All right, 2nd fret, 3rd string, and 1st and 2nd string open. We're going to go 3rd, 1st, 2nd, 1st. I'm going to do that with the index finger, 1st string with the ring finger, excuse me, 2nd string with the middle finger, and back to ring. Hello, darkness, my old. All right, we do that once, twice, 3, 4. All right, now we go to this G, and Paul's already doing a Travis picking part here, but I'm going to teach you my version. You're welcome to just go, you know, which is pretty much what he's doing, but I'm going to show you my arrangement, which takes from the electric part. All right, so that would be this G here, bass, 3rd fret, 2nd string, and 3rd string open. We're going to do 6th and 3rd together, respond with the 2nd string. 2nd fret, back to 2nd string, 4th fret, back to 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 3rd string, back to 3rd fret. When I say 3rd fret, I'm, 2nd string, so it's like, again, repeat. All right, so the whole thing is hello, darkness, and the G. I've come to talk with you. All right, now we could repeat the same thing, but I'm going to do what the studio version does, which is this. Very nice part here. Okay, so that would be 07500, and you're going to go 5th and 4th together, 1st string, 2nd, 3rd, 5th and 4th together, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4 times. Because of vision softly, and then we move up to the Travis picking. So that's the intro that really takes a bit of the electric and acoustic combined. You're welcome to just Travis pick right away, though. But that's my intro, and then we're into it. All right. So we'll run the whole verse together later. But let's now move on. So we have this F chord, 3, 2, 1, 1. Okay. It's actually this. So now our thumb is on the 4th and 3rd strings, bouncing back and forth. Notice we're not doing the full F bar, but just these 4 strings. We're gonna go 4th and 3rd together, 1st. 4th and 3rd together, 1st, 2nd and 3rd together, 1st. Like that, right? Okay, then the C, and we do a similar pattern, but the thumb is now. So that would be, it's kind of tricky. It seems simple, but. Okay, so the thumb is bouncing back 5th, 4th, 6th, 4th, 5th, 4th. The pattern is 3rd, 1st, 2nd, 1st, 3rd, 1st, 2nd, 1st. You throw those together, you get this. Okay, 5th and 3rd, 1st, 4th and 2nd, 1st, 6th and 3rd, 1st, 4th and 2nd, 1st. See? Might want to pause the video or rewind it and practice that, because that's the pattern. Oh, we have. Repeat. This time we only have got time for that in the C, and it goes right to the F from there. And the visions. Now we're on F for a while. Did in my brain. Back to C. Still remain. Now here's a little tricky. Still remain. B, you go 2nd fret 5th string while you pinch the 1st string. See? That's when he goes. Still remain beneath the sound. So then that's A minor. Now we have A minor, same pattern. Back to C. G. This time the thumb is 6th and 4th. Same first 3-string pattern. Right? Back to this intro riff, but now the bass is added. So that would be 3rd, 1st, 2nd, 1st on an A sus2, but now the bass is involved. So we have twice like that, and then strum an A minor. Now we strum. So that's the hardest part because the strumming's easier. So why don't we run that entire part just for clarity, slowly, and then the strumming you'll see you've done the hard part. Now we just get to strum the song. All right, so here we go. Nice and slow from the intro and into the verse. Ready? 3, 4, and. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Sorry. I've come to talk with you again. F coming up. Ready? That was planted in my brain. Still here is the walk down. Sorry, I messed that up a little bit, but I taught it earlier. Now, okay. So slight flub on that C to A minor to back to C, but I've taught it, and I think you understand how to nail that. When you strum, those restless strings, this is where the drums come in. All right, so we start strumming. And we're going to add this G sus on an up strum. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. So that would be G, down, down, C, sus, G, strum. Now A minor. And you're going to lift the whole thing. Down, down, up. And on the up, you're lifting. Down. Now F, and I'm going to recommend the thumb over approach for an F major 7. You're welcome to do the full bar like Paul does, or even this. But I'm going to recommend this. You can even lift the middle finger if you really want to throw some interesting color in there, which is very nice. F major 9. But anyway, this is the typical approach I'd recommend. F major 7, F major to C over G. And then you can do this hammer. Not even a hammer, but just sus2, back down. So let's cover that in rhythm and in groove, right? From the restless streams I walk to G, sus G. Here comes the A minor. Lift A, da 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 da, F to C, lift, da da da, repeat, F to C, F, da 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 da, C, ba da, A minor. Sorry, I did that wrong. That part's a little tricky because you stay on C longer than you think. So let's take it from the F, da da da. Here comes the C, la da da, then A minor, back to C, da the G of silence, and then the song just repeats. One more time, ba da 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 da. Here comes the F, ba da 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 da. Lift. To A minor to C and then to G. That is the form, and it repeats. All right, so that would be it for the lesson. Remember, the finger picking part deserves your full attention and focus. Work on getting that perfect before you go quickly. That'll do it. Let's call it there. Everyone, I hope you're having a great day or night. Remember to watch some other videos of mine, subscribe, check out the Patreon. See you next lesson. Bye.